Up in my slangs. Not really. I heard somebody say Riz the other day, and I was like, that sounds stupid.
Riz?
Well, I knew exactly from context what it meant. But I was like, I was like, that's so drippy. And they were like, it is, isn't it? And I was like, yeah. I was talking about my penis, but but I knew exactly what Riz meant.
He is risen.
So
that was
drippy.
a good Easter joke for this year.
So drippy. He is risen?
He is risen.
Yeah. Yeah, Jesus had all the Riz.
Well, that's what I did a joke saying Jesus was like the ultimate poon hound.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just like always stealing
Was
everybody's
he?
shine. Like he's got to do the big trick at the party.
Yeah, like, well, what the fuck? Like,
I
dude.
would die for you, bitch.
Yeah,
Jesus wouldn't have been Jesus if he lived in the age of the acoustic guitar.
Yeah, he would have
just done that at every party.
He would have
and
been
get laid.
Charles Manson.
Yeah.
He would have been Charles Manson. Oh, wait a minute, wasn't he? Wait a minute, was I backwards on that? Charles was Jesus? Something like that.
I believe it.
Yeah.
And when Jesus was on the cross, he said, "I'm not your garbage, man."
He definitely said, man.
Man, chill out, man.
He's like, ow, bro.
That's my body you're
This
eating,
totally
dude.
sucks. Like, can somebody pass me a protein shake? Ad-libbing Jesus. What are we doing? We're all going to hell.
What are we doing here?
We're going to hell. We're working on our reservations for hell.
We can get reservations?
I don't think you need them. I think there's plenty of room. There's seating all day long. They're seating all day long. I'm just trying to go to the naughty part of heaven. I'm not trying to go to hell.
Yeah, as long as I don't go to hell for the Catholics being right, I'm fine.
Like, I'm sure that Diddy has a reservation, like, for table service, bottle service in heaven, and he's not going to make that reservation. You know what I'm saying?
He's got other.
Like, he's going to hell.
Yeah.
He's going to hell. So somebody's got to take that booth. You know what I'm saying?
Who's in that booth?
I want those sparkly bottles, because there's going to be some heavy hitters there.
Yeah.
People are like, where the fuck is Diddy?
Getting those golden showers.
Like, where do you think he is? With all this Diddy coverage, my whole thing was like, maybe he should just change his name.
The artist formerly known as Diddy.
No, not like, did he? Question mark. But then that video came out, and I was like, oh, he did.
Oh yeah, he did it.
He did.
Do you think Diddy has like a cabinet like that that's just full of videotapes that he's made?
I don't know that it's a cabinet, but we'll say it was. We'll just like
some kind of container.
Like, there
Flash
is,
drives.
So apparently he was like getting people to come in and like change the bedding and the lighting in the rooms of wherever he was doing these freak off parties, so that the people that were performing in those rooms would be captured better on video. So he was like videoing a bunch of shit.
Wow.
Yeah. Fucking nuts, huh?
Damn, we got to get all the lighting good on this.
It's like, dude, like how famous and rich do you have to be to like bus a bunch of kids and superstars in, and kid superstars, because Bieber was one of these people, right?
Yeah.
And bust them in and then be like, yeah, let's fucking capture all of this shit on video. Can't stop, won't stop.
I love having evidence.
Yeah.
Bieber was definitely a victim.
Definitely.
100%.
So, like, obviously, he's been very, well, he's always been very Christian. Remember, his mom was like a newborn Christian. He was hanging out with that preacher all the time.
Yeah.
Because she tried to give him the coat hanger when she was pregnant. And when they
Damn, so he's an abortion survivor?
Yes. And at the roast of Usher, I believe it is, someone made the joke that's how he got his dancing skills, was dodging the hanger.
Oh my God.
Shit.
Yeah, I forgot who said that.
And
but
Bieber's
that
got
was
moves too, boy.
But
could you imagine if that was like the way to birth a real superstar?
Oh yeah.
It was like, you got to take a hanger after.
You got to break a couple eggs.
Yeah, you got to break an egg to make an omelet.
You got to try this. Test studies show that 1 in 10 moms who take the hanger to their baby have one that can break dance their ass off.
It's hooked through his mouth and he starts flopping on the floor.
Yeah, could you reel him out like a fish? We are definitely going to hell.
What is up, guys? Welcome to this episode of Kids in the Corner podcast. We've been laughing already, but this is Brandon Bruffett. Brandon
What's
Bruffett,
up,
say
y'all?
hi.
Hello, I'm Brandon Bruffett. We're all going to hell. Did we already say that? Can I say that I love how the title of this podcast is so geographically correct? Like, we are literally in the corner. I mean, you know, I'm not a kid, but we are in the corner.
Well, you're a kid at heart, Brandon.
I am, definitely.
We actually came up with the
really
name
immature.
in the spots that you and Cam are sitting right there on the podcast.
We were
First
sitting right
ever
here
episode.
when we came up to it.
Hell yeah. I figured it was because y'all stayed in trouble in school a lot.
Well, that too.
So that's
Yeah.
the idea as well. Once we get really good at branding ourselves, we are going to make a logo with dunce hats, and we actually have a structured intro that we rarely follow, but it is fun.
you want to run it right now?
Let's run it right now. Let's run it.
Let's run this shit.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the Kids in the Corner podcast. We got a great episode for you today. Crockett, take it away.
Hey everybody, thanks for showing up. We've got strap on your dunce hats. We got a real special dumbass in here with us today. Give it up for Brandon Bruffett.
Thank you. What's up, y'all? These guys have been waiting to call me a dumbass to my face for a long time. I'm glad that I finally get the opportunity to receive it.
Some of our first episodes were on your equipment.
Yeah.
That we
Yes.
borrowed
Yeah.
for entirely too long.
Yeah. I sponsored the first year of this podcast. Any success that they have is all my doing. No, I'm glad to be here with you guys, man. It's been a pleasure to watch y'all grow as comedians and active participants in the comedy community. You know, really has, man. I'm proud of both of you guys. So
Fuck
I'm
yeah, dude, that
glad
means a
to
lot
be here
coming
with
from
y'all.
you.
Yeah,
Brandon.
Thank you.
We all had good sets on the show tonight. It felt really
Hell
good to
yeah.
fucking get up there, blast through them, and then come back here and
Hell
fucking
yeah.
get
No,
on
that's
it.
great, man. I love that. Thanks for having me, signing me up and shit. I feel so out of the loop these days.
Yeah, of course. You've been in Baton Rouge.
I just called him up and was like, "Oh, what time do I need to be there?" He's like, "Oh, we already got you signed up." I was like, "Fucking okay."
Hey.
I
Well,
love
there's
it.
like this whole weird email thing now. Like, I guess it's a pretty good idea, and I think it is fair to the people that like come every week and they can go on the email, sign up, their name's on the top of the list, which means they get priority over the 5-minute spots, and they don't have to show up super early. But yeah, I've always been a just show up to the mic guy.
Fuck all of that. Fuck all of that. Like, be there early. Fucking struggle over the spots, man. That's I don't know. Maybe I'm old school. But
Be there or be square. That's what
Yeah.
you've always lived by.
Yeah.
You've always lived by that.
Yeah.
And now we're introducing email to the mix.
Yeah,
I don't
think
don't
that's
like
bullshit.
that.
Well, and-
I think it's bullshit. If you want to be top of the list, show up at 6:00. You know, even if the sign up's at 7 or at 6:30, show up at 6. You know, commune with the fucking with the other
Talk to
folk.
people.
Yeah,
Get out of your house.
Yeah,
Not
do
everything needs to be
something.
done with an app.
Yeah, well, I did it the first time. The first time it was a thing, Chris said it, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to do it just to follow the rules. And every other time since then, I've just texted Chris or whoever's hosting and said, hey, I'm coming to the open mic, and it's like the same thing.
Yeah.
You even bypassed the email part of it, huh? You just like,
Yeah,
I'm going
dude,
straight
well,
to the source.
I feel like, to me, at least my generation, email is outdated as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, bro, we need to be able to start sending documents via text and shit. Like, if you can, that's how far behind the times I am. And maybe our phones would need more storage, but fuck email.
Now it's all Dropbox and Jack Juice and fucking
Jack Juice.
I don't know what the fuck
is that?
That just sounds like an app.
It
Sounds like something I'm gonna clean up tonight
Jack
when
your
I get
juice
home.
over to me.
It sounds like the title to a gay porn is what it sounds like.
I need that information tonight. I need you to
Yeah.
Jack Juice me.
It sounds like a drink that would come in a rainbow colored can. Jack Juice.
It'd be big in Australia for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Man, so look, a few years ago, I was going on this cruise that was just one big rave. It was called Holy Ship, and there was the part of the entire ship, like one big section of one floor would be taken over by Aussies, right? And these motherfuckers were insane. They were fucking crazy. And one of the girls told one of my friends that something about these Aussie guys. They just love to do drugs, wrestle, and put shit in their butt.
That lines up with everything I've heard about Aussies.
Straight or not, like
straight or not,
you know,
they're going down under.
Oh my god. Yeah,
I feel like they're the closest thing to like the original people of Pangea as possible, though. Like they get to live just so wild and free out there. Like if you're in a city, it's nestled between a beach and nothing.
Yeah.
So either way you go, you can be surfer Aussie or you can be crocodile hunter Aussie.
they are definitely the most likely people on the face of the planet to get bit by a shark in their house.
They're coming up through the toilets.
This is like fucking them goddamn Aussies. They stay getting ate up.
You got to be wild to match the fucking energy of the animals that are trying to kill you on your commute to work every day.
Yeah, right. But I mean, imagine living in a place where you got to swat a koala bear every now and then. It's like, what the fuck?
You don't want to touch it with your hands.
When your average spider is the size of your hand. Fuck that.
Yeah, fuck that.
Koalas are the only animals that can give chlamydia to humans.
Yes.
That's how it started.
Yes.
Chlamydia. Yep, someone fucked a
But if you're fucking a
koala bear.
koala.
If you're fucking a koala, you got other diseases probably already.
Yeah,
you probably
yeah.
gave that koala something.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe they
Probably.
call a snappy koala. You know, koalas, if they don't have eucalyptus at all times, they turn into their bear form and they get really aggressive.
Yeah, yeah.
And they will fuck you up. They
Yeah.
get raccoon-esque when they're not high on eucalyptus.
Raccoon-esque.
They get hangry.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They get hangry.
Which makes sense because they're eating the like least nutritional food that they have access to. Like they've got access to all kinds of shit that would be better for them.
Yeah, but
you know
their
what I'm
stomachs
saying?
can only eat that goop, basically.
Yeah, eucalyptus.
What would their natural predators be out there? I guess like dingoes and snakes. And
Also, how much fucking eucalyptus is out there that is supporting this entire species?
All the
There's a
koalas.
lot.
All of the koalas.
Yeah, there's enough for that and still shampoos.
Shampoos?
Yeah, and deodorants.
Eucalyptus
Like-
is... Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, eucalyptus is a popular fragrance.
Actually, my buddy at work has hand sanitizer with eucalyptus in it, and boy, do I go get that. There's a weird thing about me. I love a very strong smell like that, and to me, that hand sanitizer smells like a freshly painted house. So I love that. So what I do is I get a pump, put it on my hands, like that.
Hell yeah.
There's also like the original Germex, and that reminds me of going to lunch in elementary school. So I love that one.
Wait a minute.
Do the same thing.
Because that's what you used to sanitize with, or that's
Yeah.
what they fed y'all for lunch?
So the whole lunchroom did smell like it.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Germex.
Like Germex.
It's
They
like,
just
we're
throw that
out
shit-
of mop and globe. We're out of mop and globe.
Yeah.
Squirt this shit
Just mop the
everywhere.
floor with it. It'll
Yeah.
be fine.
Yeah.
But I mean, the best school lunches with just like you're catching the aroma. It's like oregano or something for school food. This hand sanitizer is. It's just a fragrance
It's a little extra
that you
seasoning on
catch
top.
when you go to bite, and you're like, "Wow,
Yeah.
what a fucking show!"
Yeah.
I'm gonna start putting that in my coffee in the morning.
Fucking Germex?
Yeah.
Let me know how that goes for you.
2 squirts.
Yeah.
Fucking hell yeah.
Oh.
God damn.
1 cream, 2 sugars, and 2 squirts of
2
Germex.
squirts of Germex. Boy, that would probably negate all of that sugar. It's like fucking A. Yeah. Fuck the sugar. I'm just going Germex now.
What's I about to say about Germex? I don't know. We can move on from
Yeah,
Germex,
we can move
I
on. You want to
guess.
watch a reel?
Yeah, we can start the reel because we have a two-parter for the opening clip. I'm pretty sure.
Y'all should call this segment Keeping It Real.
I like real talk.
Okay, real talk. That's good too.
Real talk.
Hell
We're keeping that.
Hell yeah, I like it. Make it happen, Madeline.
Real talk.
I will, because I've been wanting real talk.
Hell yeah. I know you got magic on that shit. It's like,
All right.
that's the one we're keeping.
Is it? Did you pass it?
No, that's it right there.
That's
So
it?
this is number one.
Is that clean-shaven Matthew LaRocca?
That looks like
She does have Matthew LaRocca head.
She?
She.
That's a she? Oh.
Indeed.
I'm sorry, ma'am.
I think I've seen this person before. I'm really interested in seeing what she has to say.
Are you talking about the Queen Shellshock?
Yes.
I'm the Queen Spinner of Shellshock. Of
Holy
course, I'm
shit.
gonna ride this ride every single time I come and spin on this ride. Queen Spinner
She looks
of
like she's
Shellshock.
spinning on a ride,
Of course,
for
I'm gonna try
sure.
to get over 500 spins in one day.
What?
The Queen Spinner of Shellshock. Of course, I'm gonna get to see that I can get the most spins out of. I'm the Queen Spinner of Shellshock. I love coming on quiet days. But on the weekends, I might have fans such as cheering me on Shellshock. Queen Spinner of Shellshock, huh? Oh, I'm sorry, I don't work here, but I can tell you where to get on the orange coaster at.
But can you tell us where to get off?
So,
I'm just not gonna ride Shellshock
I think
all day.
we get the gist. She's the Queen Spinner of Shellshock.
What is a queen spinner, and what is she?
She's the queen of the spinners.
So-
she spins the most on the Shellshock ride at wherever this park is. And
So Shellshock is a ride.
Yeah, it's
Shellshock's
a
a ride.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles ride that they have inside. So this is the Mall of America.
Okay.
They have a Nickelodeon theme park
Minnesota?
inside. Yes, in Minnesota. And she goes every day. And she is the Queen Spinner of Shellshock because of the next video. Madeline right underneath
I like
it.
how in every one of those clips it looked like she had just gone on the ride and was dizzier.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
every time.
She sounded dizzier.
Wait till you see
every
her.
time.
Everybody else, straight line of flight. Look at her when she comes back around in the front left.
Well, at least she's having more fun than everybody else.
That's what she does.
She has videos of her reacting to people like videoing her on the ride, and they're like, dude, who's this guy on the Shellshock going crazy? And she'll be like, actually, I'm not a guy, and it's me, the Queen Spinner of Shellshock. It's fun, dude. She's got a fun page.
Imagine being a teenager working at the Mall of America, and every day you see this woman happier than the day before.
She's gone.
She's happier every day.
She's happier every day. She's more and more excited to spin on her Shellshock.
She was there
Damn.
the day before it opened and realized it wasn't open yet and came back the next day, the first day it opened, the Shellshock. And she has wrote it every week since.
Can we just like pay attention to the comments for a minute? She's like, too many people worry about me, blah, 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 paragraph. Underneath that, I love what you're doing, especially because it makes you happy, but I'm genuinely curious, so I have to ask, what is your goal in doing this? Motives? Just why? Doing something like this for the past 12 years.
Did say 12 years.
Fuck.
And then right below that, it's just you rock.
You rock. Keep doing it.
I love it.
Scroll down a little bit. Let's see if we can find. There's a lot of fucking essays.
Somebody in
different
Russia
languages.
is very concerned about this person. Somebody in Mexico is for sure like, I love you.
She's bringing
And
the world together in
she
their
is-
concern
yeah.
for her
Hear
well-being.
me out though. She's been doing this every week.
For 12
For
years.
12
what
years.
does she do that affords her this luxury?
Well,
I don't think she's a secretary.
she's possibly
She's fully
on
monetized.
fixed income.
I think she might be.
Okay, so she gets a check.
That, and she maybe lives with her parents, so that she doesn't have to pay super.
What else are you
Maybe
gonna
not.
spend-
Maybe she's an independent queen, bad bitch slave.
Independent queen, bad bitch, just fucking out there rocking,
Girl
queen spinning.
bossing.
She, to be fair, she is the
spinning.
queen. She probably has a castle.
Yeah, she's girl bossing every week.
I want to know who is like the I guess princess of spinner, the princess spinner. Has there been one anointed?
There hasn't.
There's someone who's
Okay.
been doing it every week for
So she's
11
probably
years.
the only royalty of it's like her and then just like some
Yeah, there's
spinners.
probably like a Michelangelo from the Ninja Turtles stuffed animal that's a king shell spinner.
Yeah,
He rides along in her backpack someday.
Slay queen.
She talks about the rides there as if they're people she encounters every day.
Yeah.
She
has
walked
fans.
in one day. I saw a video of this. She's walking in. She goes, "Oh, look at that! Is the log chute open? I think the log chute's open today." And she goes over there and she's like, "Yeah, the log chute's usually not open on days like this, but it's open today." Like she's talking about, like, "Oh, there's Gary. He's not having his coffee this morning. What's up with that?"
What is up with Gary?
She knows
Like-
that it's not.
Yes,
it's
somebody
not
should be
open
concerned
that
for
often.
Gary.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gary should have had his coffee.
12 years. I mean, she's consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are y'all big on roller coasters?
Love roller coasters.
Spinning?
Any kind, yes.
Yeah.
Wooden, fucking.
Love me a good roller coaster.
I love roller. I don't get on them enough. Yeah.
This
Universe.
may or may not make me sound like a pedophile,
It already makes you sound like a
Yeah,
pedophile.
that's a crazy way to start.
Everybody is already suspicious of that. Like, this dude's fucking kids.
But
for sure.
I only like the rides at Disney World.
I think you need to open your brain a little bit.
Like, wait a minute.
I only
like,
trust them.
Like, it's a small world.
So you're only riding the mac and cheese, the Kraft mac and cheese of rides. You're not getting into spaghetti. You're not getting into like any. You're not getting into Universal.
I have before, and this is why I've come up with this theory: is that I only feel safe and like I'm having a good time if I'm at Disney World.
That's just ever like not even for roller coasters.
I've gone
That's the only
I've gone
place
to
you feel
Silver
okay.
Dollar City, and I'm like in the roller coaster, and we're like going down hills, and my head's going.
Hell
Like
yeah.
I don't like that, bro. None of the rides do that at Disney World.
What is Silver Dollar City?
Silver Dollar City is in Missouri.
Oh,
Missouri.
yeah. It sounds like it sucks.
Yeah, it's pretty much like an old mining town themed amusement park. It's like a rip off of Dollywood or whatever.
I feel like I've been there.
It is Dolly World-esque.
Yeah, but very pre Dolly World.
Yeah, it looks pre-Dolly World.
Yeah, I feel like I've
This place looks like
I've
it
been
rocks.
there.
Dude, that ride that looks terrible. Yeah, I bet that's the one that
That's
you
a
were fucking
wooden
Yeah, I
roller
think
coaster
so.
with a full rotation
with
in
a
it.
full
That is-
corkscrew.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not trusting that.
No,
I'm not trusting
totally.
that
I'm
one
into that.
2x4 that's above us
I'm
to
into that. I
stop
want
us from
the
flying off.
sketchiest coaster. They used to have one. I don't know if they still got it. It was a big wooden coaster at Six Flags in Texas, or Six Flags over Texas, called the Judge Roy Scream. You want to talk about a rickety bitch? Holy shit, boy! You'd get off of that thing stiff as one of the boards they made it with.
Roy Scream?
Yeah. The
Who's Judge
Scream.
Roy?
Judge Roy?
The Judge Roy Scream. Yeah.
Judge Roy Scream.
He definitely donated that money. He had to.
Look at that. Look at that big bitch.
Damn, that shit looks like fun.
Look, and you'd go over that, and as loud as roller coasters are, you would hear wood creaking under you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would
that's
ride that.
That's my whole
Yeah.
thing with that. And so, as I've talked about before, we have the Washington Parish Free Fair where I grow up too,
yeah.
and that's something you go to every year if you're from down there. And they have those carnival rides. The Thomas Carnival comes in and sets up in our midway. That's who the rides are through. They're folded up and
They're
brought in on
midway.
18-wheelers. And assembled there by
Yeah.
children and heads of meth.
And that's heads of.
Heads of meth.
That makes them sound so official.
They are, dude. Those are the heads
Here are
of
the
meth.
heads of meth and fucking three fucking toothless fucking
Carnies.
goddamn scallywags. Yeah, we're gonna put your roller coaster together.
The
Yeah.
pin ain't in.
The one
You
with
gotta
one
put
arm is the
Shove
boss.
that pin through.
Shut that pin through.
Like where you never quite hear the fucking safety harnesses latch. It's just like boom. I'm like, oh god, I'm falling out for sure.
The dude that's supposed to stop the ride is nodding off.
Yeah. And not
Yeah.
because he's on heroin, just because he's super fucking tired.
They
He's been up for a
party.
long time.
They
Yeah,
party
yeah.
all night. Like most of them do. They have campers and shit, and that's
Yeah.
what everybody that's at the fair is
They're
doing.
like real deal carnies.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
travel with
Oh,
the
yeah.
Thomas Carnival. Now, sometimes you'll catch a stray. You'll see a dude you went to junior high with working the ball game or something.
Like, well, we know what fucking Bill's been doing for the past couple of years. Fucking
Yeah,
no
he's like,
toothless
meth.
grin.
They're paying me $14 an hour to run this game plus tips, like shit like that. That's why they
Plus
do it.
tips?
People tip?
Do people
Fucking
tip carnival
Carnival
games?
workers and
They're
shit?
designed to take your money.
Well,
Yeah.
you can
Here,
hustle.
let me give you this extra dollar.
You can
because I
hustle
don't feel
harder,
ripped
and I
off
feel
enough.
like you get it off the top when you hustle. Because
Yeah, that's called
them,
stealing.
Yeah. Well, all of them are hustles.
Gotta
Like,
get that meth money somehow.
you're not gonna win any of them, really. Like, there's such a small percentage chance of winning most carnival games. There's a couple of them that are gimmies. They said, if you want to get the big prize, look for like a smaller deflated balloon at the bottom. I heard that.
Oh yeah.
Wait, why?
Because they're harder to hit. And they just put it on the... And no one's looking to throw, like, down
With
with,
the
a
little
dart.
balloon darts.
Yeah.
All of my favorite goldfish all came from Midways.
Mine died in a day.
Yeah.
I've never had a goldfish.
You've never had a goldfish?
Never had a
You
goldfish.
should get one. You want to talk about a pet that will remember you the least? a goldfish.
Yeah.
It's never going to show any appreciation for fucking you feeding it. Never.
And I like it that way.
You could keep it alive for a whole week, which is a long time for a carny fish. You know what I'm saying? And it's never going to like jump out of the bowl and be like, hey, man, what's up?
It's not going to give you kisses.
No, it's
Like on the
definitely
Cat
not.
in the Hat. They had that bitchy ass goldfish.
Yeah.
Dude, if I ever came across a bitchy ass goldfish, I would be eating sushi almost immediately.
Yeah.
I would eat a goldfish. Yes,
my
live.
friend-
Especially if I come across one that's like on its way out, easy catching.
My friend in college had a goldfish.
Yeah.
And he would fill his mouth up with water and then put it in his mouth and let it swim around in his mouth and then put it back in the bowl.
Hell yeah.
They were best friends.
It's
Yeah,
a fun trick.
Yeah, you ever seen the trick where somebody swallows one and then throws one back up?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a different fish the next time.
yeah, that would be something. That would be fucking. Wait a minute.
That's not a bluegill.
Wait a minute. What the fuck?
It's a bigger
Just
fish.
threw up a fucking whole mackerel. How did you do that? That'd
So,
be great.
what is your opinion on Klaus from American Dad? Would you kill that goldfish?
I have no frame of reference for.
He's never
Klaus
seen
from
American Dad.
American Dad. I've seen American Dad. I can only imagine that this goldfish has a huge lower jaw.
It has a pretty decent sized bottom lip.
It's got
but
another bite for sure.
His
Okay.
whole
It's got another
thing
bite.
is that he was brain swapped with a Nazi.
So he's got it's a goldfish with a Nazi brain.
Yeah.
He's got a German accent. He's got Nazi brain.
I know you had Nazi brain.
Is he using
does.
that Nazi brain for American science?
Yeah, it was Operation Paperclip.
Okay. I mean, I guess he can hang on for a little while. Yeah.
More like-
Klaus, the goldfish.
Yeah, more like Operation Fishhook.
Yeah.
That's how they get him.
I'm okay with Klaus as long as he's just animated.
The only Klaus
He
I
is.
really want to deal with is Santa Claus.
Santa Claus.
Santa Claus.
Could you imagine like fucking Nazi Santa?
Dude,
No presents for you. Fucking Jesus Christ.
you will shovel coal.
Yeah, that's probably his favorite. He probably
You have to mine your own fucking bag of coal. Holy shit.
yeah, he dubbed Santa Claus, honestly.
Yeah.
That's like, well, no, Santa Claus was a Turkish man, but they loved him out in Norway.
Saint Nicholas.
Well, if you hear the Siberians say it, that Santa Claus was really just a mushroom hunter.
I have heard that.
Yeah. They say that Santa's outfit, his red and white outfit, is in honor of the Amanita muscaria mushroom, which
Yes.
is red and white, and that the whole idea of Santa Claus comes from the monks that would traditionally dress in red and white and go out and hunt for Amanita muscaria mushrooms. And then the whole dressing of the tree is because they would find them under evergreen trees, and instead of carrying wet mushrooms around all day, they would just stick them in the tree and let them dry out.
Yeah.
And the Santa with the bag of presents and climbing down the chimney is because like everybody lived in yurts that would be like covered
Snowed
with
in.
snow, and they would take a big bag of mushrooms to them and climb through the chimney and fucking pass out mushrooms. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
a little history
Dude,
lesson.
we
for
need-
you.
Sound like sick dudes.
We used to have like culture and society.
Yeah.
And like really like we used to have just people who would do shit like that just out of the goodness of their hearts.
Yeah, bring everybody a bunch of mushrooms and
Fuck
shit.
yeah, dude.
Like you're snowed in. Let's trip.
Let's
You know
hang
what
out,
I'm
dude.
saying?
Well,
like
and culture really, that's the thing. Culture used to have a lot to do with Earth, but since everyone is not as worried about Earth nowadays because they don't have to grow their own shit out of it and collect clean water.
Most people spend 90% of their time above concrete.
yeah,
And they're not touching grass.
yeah.
I need to touch more grass.
Dude, you gotta come play frisbee sometime.
Just need to touch
I
some
know.
grass.
Well, y'all always go play frisbee at like 2 in the afternoon or some shit,
On
or like even
weekdays and shit.
5:30 on the afternoon on weekdays, and I'm always at work. I would come throw the frisbee, dude. You saw me out at fucking Bayou Boogaloo, dude. I was fucking chucking that hoe, dog.
yeah, we gotta do some late night.
I got good frisbee work.
Did Bayou Boogaloo already happen?
It
Yeah.
did.
It did happen this past weekend, huh?
Yeah, we roasted each other.
Yeah. How'd that go?
Cam beat me.
Imagine
Cam
that.
beat me in a clean sweep.
I had
Yeah.
a below the. I did a below the belt shot though.
Did you?
I shot below the belt.
We literally
Didn't
talked
make me
about
feel
Low
great.
greatness.
hanging fruits, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. What was the joke, if you don't mind?
I'll do the joke.
Go for it.
When Crockett was born, we've talked about this on the podcast. Yeah. When Crockett was born, he had a fucked up penis, and it was so fucked up that they had to do emergency surgery right soon after he was born to fix it. Mm-hmm. If you want to know how fucked up his penis was, just look at his eyes. They didn't fix those.
That's pretty good.
And that got about a total of 45 seconds of brain-numbing laughter.
Yeah.
And in the middle of that, a guy goes, "Oh God, I can see it now." And I like literally
and
the only
that
thing
got the rest
I could
of the
say,
fucking laughter.
Yeah, well, yes, it turned it up a
So
notch.
you had help.
Yeah.
I even said into the microphone. I don't even know if anyone heard me, but I said it into the microphone. I said, "What an embarrassing ad lib." And no one got to hear it because the laughter was too heavy. Like
Miraculous.
If you ask me, humble opinion, we had the best battle with the biggest laughs.
I think so too. I think we put on the best show.
That's
Humble
what's
opinion.
Up. That's what's up. No,
We got lots of good practice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad that y'all got to do. Bayou Boogaloo. That's fucking awesome.
I was super excited about the opportunity too. Pickle hit us up, and it was pretty much a no-brainer. Like that's probably the biggest crowd either one of us has performed in front of. Honestly,
how many you think were in the audience for y'all?
There was at least 100 people there.
I would say easily. He's pretty close, probably creeping up on 200.
I think I was about to say. I think they said it was like 150 seats or something like that in there. And I mean,
and there were people standing.
Every one of them was full. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, it was
awesome.
super fun.
Congratulations, y'all.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was surprised at the attention that the comedy tent got because it wasn't just our show. It was every show just about had a full house.
Well, that's what you get when you're close to the entrance.
Yeah.
The
and
first
New
spot
Orleans
people
comedy
go to
is blowing up, man. Like, I mean, the scene is so active here that people are really, they're starting to take notice. You know, I mean, really, like that is a chance for people who have not attended a New Orleans comedy event to get one. You know, it's like we're already here. Let's take advantage of this opportunity. You know, I think it's great that Stu's doing that tent over there. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, that was my first time meeting Stu, but he's cool.
Stu's cool guy.
I gotta get Madeline's phone charger back from him. I left it.
Stu, what are you doing? Come on, man! You stealing phone chargers?
What the fuck, Stu? Come on!
God damn it, Stu!
No, he's great. We got to be nice to him because he still has the footage from the thing, and we want to get that.
Nah, Stu's solid folk, man. I like him a lot.
Fuck yeah! What have you been up to lately?
Well, I've been up to a whole lot. Cam. I have moved to Baton Rouge, as y'all know. Not under the best circumstances. But, you know, I'm pretty open about it. Of course, I've already started joking about it. I went through a pretty dark time my last few days here in New Orleans and tried to end it all.
Yeah.
You know, try to take myself out. No, I don't need any pity laughs over that. I know, you know.
It's just obvious you're bad at it.
Yeah. And that's the joke. That's the joke. You don't want to come out of that feeling like a bigger failure than what you went in.
This dude cannot tie a knot.
So, well, yeah, you know, I next time if I decide to try again, yeah. I mean, they say if at first you don't succeed, I don't think they had suicide in mind when they you know, it's one of those bullshit phrases. It's like one of those phrases like, oh, it's always 5 o'clock somewhere. Well, no, it's not. No, it's not. What if it's 3:30 in Thailand? If you think it's 5 o'clock somewhere, you don't know how time works.
Yeah, you gotta hop back on that horse and kick it out from under you.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Fucking spank that. So I was in Baton Rouge when I tried that, and I figured, you know, hell, I'm already here. so why don't I just see what kind of rehab facilities they have around here, and I did my little, you know, my first month in Baton Rouge was very relaxing. It was spent in a rehab facility. So that's what I've been doing. I've been, you know, getting sober, getting my life together. I got a job for the first time in 14 years.
What you doing?
Fucking flipping burgers, baby. Yeah, flipping burgers, making shakes, serving tables, fucking doing the thing, man. I'm working at this great little diner called Dearman's Diner on Jefferson Highway. Come see me if you're in Baton Rouge. you come in there and mention my name, I will give you my employee discount. How about that?
Hey.
There you go.
So yeah, I needed a change, man. I did. I needed a change. I was waking up every day here, feeling like a useless fucking piece of shit, man. And now pretty much my whole life has my perspective on life has changed, man. I thought I had killed every opportunity that I would have in comedy, but I'm back. I feel sharper than ever. No fear of forgetting jokes on stage anymore. Which really comedy was about the only joy that I had. And so the feeling of being in a hospital and having to call, like I had to call 3 people and be like, I can't do your show. I can't do this show. I can't do this show. Yeah. So I was like, I'm done. I'm fucking done. And man, it's just like how wrong I feel like I was now. So now I've been sober about 5 months, coming up on 5 months.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, thank you.
Big celebration.
Yeah. It's pretty cool, man. And just doing the thing, man. Like just indulging in this new lifestyle, man. Like trying to be involved in the AA community as much as I can, and still do comedy. This is wild. This is a fucking crazy story. So I took this job at this diner. It was right around the corner from where I'm living, and I just needed a job. You know what I'm saying? I knew when I was living in New Orleans, I'd get up every morning and I'd be like, I need a job, and then I'd be fucked up on K before I could even fucking like go out and do, like fill out an application or whatever. So that was going nowhere. So I got this job, and it wasn't necessarily the job I wanted, but it's the job I got, man. I was just grateful to have a job and have something to do, get up and go do during the day. Well, it turns out the guys that I work for, the guy that owns Dearman's and the manager, they've been friends with each other for a long time. They own a marketing and promotion company together.
Right on.
Before they were doing the deal at Dearman's, they used to do rap shows. And they worked with like Kevin Gates and Webby and Boogie Black, and man,
so not nothing. That's like real shit.
Real shit, right? So, the comedy thing was kind of, it was going good in Baton Rouge. I'm a new face and a fresh voice in Baton Rouge, so I was doing a lot of shows, just being new there. And Gloria McConnell and I went and looked at a venue. And we just were not going to be able to make this show happen, right? It was like we loved it. The venue's sexy as fuck, but it was just way above our budget. And I went to the guys. I went to work that day, and those guys were like, how'd your meeting with the Hilton go? I was like, man, it went fucking pretty good. The place is fucking awesome. And then I told them about the venue, and they were like, what do we got to do to make it happen?
Hey.
Fucking right.
Fuck yeah.
Fucking right. Got right behind
me.
So I got with Gloria and I was like, I called a meeting. And then they called me just before that meeting and they were like, look, man, we're gonna expand free agents marketing to include comedy, free agents comedy. We want you to come on board as 1/3 owner of the company. And I was just like, dude, you have got to be fucking kidding me, man. So, like, now I'm fucking flipping the fuck out these burgers, bro. I'm like, hell yeah! Fucking flip this burger. Fucking here's your fries. Fucking serve this table. Wipe that shit down. Make sure to fucking right, man. Like, I'm fucking like,
yes, dude.
Dude, it's fucking, it's super rad, man. It's such a blessing. And, like, to tell you how, really how much my perspective on things have changed. Like, I had always considered myself an atheist, always. And when I went to rehab, two of the things that I was, man, is I was willing to do what other people told me to do. I was willing to try anything to change my life, the way that I felt on a daily basis, and I was open to suggestion. One of those suggestions, man, was fucking start praying.
Hey.
Start fucking praying. So I was just praying, man. I was just like hitting my knees daily, like at night and in the morning, sometimes during the day when shit got frustrating. And dude, like, holy fuck, is that God?
No, it's
Tell me it's God.
it's my friend Grant. He sent me a reel by.
He's finally
The
answering
Pop
you.
Tarts.
Yeah, he's answering the
finally
real time.
answering your
Holy
prayers.
shit. But yeah, man, like, so, I struggled with the God concept and this, that, and the other, and I still, my views on it are still kind of fucked up. Like, I'm using the old AA adage of good orderly direction, which is great because I can get that from anywhere, man. It's like all I had to do was be open to suggestion, and then like things started just happening, man. Like, I can't chop that up to anything else, other than just like doing the next right thing and fucking, it sure wouldn't be this shit sure wouldn't be happening if I wasn't sober. If I was still living the way that I was living, nobody would be fucking like, they'd be like, you're out of your fucking mind, trust you with anything. Because I just like, I couldn't be on time for anything. I fucking didn't have anything good to say. I mean, I'm sure y'all remember you asked me how my day was going. I was fixing to tell you how shitty things were. That was just how it was. And man, now today, bro, like fucking things aren't so shitty. I got some good things to tell people. Like, my outlook is not so bleak. So we're kicking this thing off, man. Fucking Brandon Bruffett comedy and Free Agents comedy.
Check out the Hilton.
Hell yeah, dude. We're doing the show in the Hilton. This is gonna be fucking amazing. Me and Gloria McConnell co-producing this show together. It's gonna be me, her, Shep Kelly, Jess Kinney, JQ Palms, and then Barry. I can't remember Barry's last name, but he's a singer-songwriter who writes some really funny songs, adult-oriented songs. But the venue is the Speakeasy that's built onto the tunnel that fucking what's his name? No, not Elon Musk. Elon Musk. The Kingfish. Fucking old Huey P. Long. Huey P. Long used to take from that hotel before it was the Hilton, but he used to take this tunnel from that hotel to the state capitol. And
whoa,
yeah, bro, it's crazy because you got to go into the lobby and find the lady holding the green cup, and then she asks you a riddle, and that gets you into the restaurant, and then you got to find the door because it's like fucking the door's like built into the walls and shit. Bro, we're really looking forward to doing this.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a new thing for Baton Rouge. I'm glad that it is our introduction into hell yeah. Squeaky
It's good
bitch.
podcast.
It's
Good
good
podcast
podcasting.
content to
Hell
interrupt it
yeah.
with the
Yeah.
chair squeak.
Yeah.
That show sounds like it's gonna be really cool.
It's gonna be super cool, man. Super exclusive.
The audience has to solve a escape room. To
You
get
gotta,
in.
you gotta get into the escape room. Like, gotta try that. Get into the escape room, not out of it. Where the fuck's he going? Is he going to pee?
He's
right
gotta
in the middle
pee.
of-
He's
everything's big, but his bladder. Huh?
yeah, exactly. We gotta shame him when he gets back.
How fucking magnificent is his mullet,
It's so good.
dude? It makes me want to grow.
He's
one.
been cultivating it for a while.
Yeah.
You should.
No, I shouldn't. That's like saying you should play bass guitar while you're standing next to like Les Claypool. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you shouldn't.
You could do that.
You should not do that.
I want to see it.
Yeah. I had one when I was a kid. It was butt cut and feathered and everything, but yeah. But I mean, I'm from North Louisiana, so like, of course I had a mullet at some point.
Everyone did. I had one before I shaved my head the second time.
Buddy, look, put the hat back on.
Put the hat on.
Look, and that's coming from,
Yeah.
that's coming from the
Dude,
authority
the first
right
time
there.
when they did it, and I went home, the first thing that Madeline said was, "Ugh."
Yeah, that's the reaction you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the reaction you want. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was smiling.
I didn't want her
Yeah.
to lie.
Yeah, you were lying about that, and it was smiling.
It was exactly that face.
It's like your sound doesn't match your
Yeah,
look.
it looks good.
Feel better, baby.
I do. I have this thing where as soon as I have to piss, I have to piss.
Yeah.
And
Well,
it's
speaking as somebody quite older than you, just wait. Buddy, if you're feeling like that now, you're liable to be pissing on yourself in 10 years.
It's been like that my whole life, dude. Go to LSU football games, you're in the line for the porta potty with your dad, and you're just like, Dad, I can't hold it anymore. And he just knows, he's like, fuck it, we're going behind them.
Yeah.
I've been, my uncles and my dad formed a wall around me when I was a child at Disney World, and I pissed like inside like of a waiting line for a ride. On the floor. It was a carpet, so it.
Hell yeah!
You just peed on the floor?
Yeah.
There you go.
So if anybody that was working at Disney World around the time 2004, and you were wondering where that puddle of piss came from in the carpet, it was me.
See,
free of charge.
This explains even further why he feels so safe at Disney World. You know, it's like
very comfortable.
Because I can just piss on the fucking carpet. Nobody does anything. And
A separate time, I had to piss really bad, and we were on Splash Mountain. And I was in the car with my dad, and my dad was like, just piss in the car. We're about to hit the water.
That I did piss on Splash Mountain as well.
Whoa, you did? Yeah.
Fuck yeah,
There's
dude.
a lot of pee-pee on.
That's where
on
they
those
have Diddy's
seats.
freak off parties.
Yeah.
There's a lot of pee-pee. I would say 10% of the water at
Yeah.
Splash Mountain is pee.
yeah, if you think you're peeing in the pool,
You think you're the first one?
They keep it clean with that weird chlorine substitute. It's like is it baronium or something like that?
Yeah, that shit that keeps mosquitoes away.
Dude, it smells so bad, and the water tastes like. That's the only thing. So
You tasted the water?
not that water, but like the
Yeah,
water.
of course
doesn't taste like piss at all.
The water that, from the water fountains tastes like it, and it's all in the air. The smell is, and so this was my getting sober story. Actually, when I quit smoking weed for a year,
Yeah.
I spent my first week at Disney World, and I was the most pissed off person at the happiest place on earth. Everything there made
So
me
you-
want to
wait,
smoke
wait.
more weed.
Yeah.
You quit weed and then went to Disney World and had a kinda not good time. And you're comparing that to Brandon's story?
No, that was just me getting sober. That's it. I was addicted to dab pens, so it just took a week, and I was like, okay, this is a different process. I'm definitely not comparing.
So the last time I went to Disney World, I went with my dad and my stepmom, my little brother and his wife, and their kids. To wake up on a family vacation at the happiest place on earth and look around your condo and realize that you are alone.
Yeah.
As like a 35-year-old man. Now I have to go walk through a fucking theme park with nothing but a bunch of fucking food tickets.
Yeah.
The loneliest place on earth.
Oh, yeah.
The loneliest
Being
place
by
on
yourself?
earth. Well, I just went gorged, bro. I ate it. One day I ate at every continent. Like, I came back all full. They were like, you want to go to dinner? Nope. I've already spent the entire fucking day alone. I can handle a couple of more hours.
I spent the whole strip worth of food.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
If
dude,
y'all
if you
try to go
got
use these credits tomorrow, y'all are going to be disappointed.
Yeah, where's our food tickets? Oh, those
Yeah.
were for you too?
Yeah, no.
I spent them all at the Mexican pavilion.
Yeah.
They've got that communist wristband experiment going on there now where it charges your card as soon as you fucking put it up to something.
Uh-huh.
Your card's hooked up to it. And like obviously they have a monopoly because like you have to drive 20 minutes to get somewhere that's not Disney World.
Yes, absolutely. That's the case.
Yeah.
So you pay for it at the resort or you buy it in a park or something like that. And all the food's hella expensive. A lot of times, not super good.
A lot of times,
No.
not super good.
I was, once again, like freshly sober, so I couldn't eat. Freshly sober off weed means you can't eat.
True.
You just can't. You don't have an appetite for nothing. And I just like would complain about everything. I ordered the chicken tenders and only ate the satsuma that came with them and all kinds of shit. And it was bad. I was I'm a bitch. I'm not gonna lie. If I'm pissed off, I'm such a bitch. That Silver Dollar City trip, dude. So that was a trip to Amish country.
Yeah.
We went up. My dad likes going to these Amish auctions, and he buys a bunch of the shit so that way he can paint on it, like wagon wheels and sleds and shit like that.
Yeah, his dad's a painter.
He'll buy like old scythes.
Okay, I'm with you.
And so we're driving up there, and then Branson is where Silver Dollar City is. So we stop there and we do that, and we go up to Chillicothe, Missouri. Chillicothe, Missouri is where they invented sliced bread.
Wow. The best thing.
Dude, are you fucking kidding me? I
swear.
That's where they invented sliced bread?
That's where they invented sliced
Like,
bread.
you know your town is fucking lame when that's... Like, we fucking did that shit.
Yeah,
The best thing since sliced bread. Almost everything since sliced bread
Yeah.
has been the best thing since sliced bread.
Yeah, eternally the second best thing.
Yeah.
It's forever the second best thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went up there, and about 15 minutes outside of Chillicothe, Missouri was the Amish place.
Chillicothe.
And every year they have these auctions. And at first, you don't know what to expect. You know what I mean? When you hear Amish auction. Bro, they're out there in this fucking like 100-acre field. They've got wagons lined up. There's like 3-year-olds on huge horses riding around. The teenagers are in the spare wagons in the back, like making out and shit.
Doing it.
Yeah,
They're
they
out
get-
there making ice cream. They had a machine. It was a
Just churning the little Amish
Yeah.
asses off, huh? Hell yeah.
They were using a machine. They were. It was a combustion engine to make the ice cream. It was like turning.
Wait a minute. They were using a combustion engine?
Yes.
I thought that was like totally against
I don't
their
know.
shit.
I don't know. Maybe they're
At least it didn't-
Mennonites.
Maybe, yeah. They got some that can use computers. They got to have a couple that are allowed to use computers, right?
The Mennonites are allowed to like drive trucks and shit.
How else will the Amish use their websites?
The Mennonites, a small little detail here. I used to live right outside of a town called Lake Providence, Louisiana. And the Mennonites had a bakery there. By far, I don't want to say by far the best cookies I've ever had, but definitely the best cookies in the area.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah, dude. I bet.
Yeah.
They ain't got nothing else to do.
There wasn't anything else in Lake Providence. Like,
Make some fucking cookies. Feel
Yeah.
a little
Yeah,
better.
chocolate chunks
but
and Amish.
everything around that bakery closed down. Like, it was in a strip on Main Street in Lake Providence, and everything around that Mennonite bakery closed down. Come to find out, they were just shipping cookies all over the fucking world, dude.
Yeah.
Like, they were fucking killing it.
They didn't need to fucking worry
Yeah.
about.
Shout out to the Mennonites.
And that's how Pepperidge Farm started.
Is Petridge Farm fucking...
No, that's a
run
giant
by-
corporation.
Yeah, it's got a Conestoga wagon on it though.
It's got a wagon.
Dude, if we come to find out that Jebediah is behind goddamn Petridge Farm...
Jebediah Pepperidge.
Yeah. Hezekiah Petridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's living up in Missouri with his brother, Jake
Yeah.
Sliced Bread.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who used an electric knife to cut it.
I'm from the proud Sliced Bread family.
Yeah. It'd be great.
Yeah.
Well, could you imagine just like, I'm just thinking of some hot young Amish fucking lassie fucking just churning and fucking...
They don't exist.
No?
They don't exist.
And they're all a little fucked up.
It's generations of like inbreeding. Well, they're like, you have no choice almost. Somewhere down the line, somebody's your parent's cousin in those communities, and that's who you love or end up loving. And
Yeah.
it's like they do it very young. They get married because they want to start growing that fresh ass beard as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Dude, the beard
Yeah.
in their community is like a big sign of respect. First off, you have to be married to have one. And then the longer
Really?
yours is, the
okay.
longer yours is, the more respect you have because you've kept your marriage that long.
Yeah.
Whoa, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's very proper to have a well kept up beard.
So what's the meaning behind your beard?
Mine doesn't connect. I think they would frown upon mine. Mine is closer to what is depicted on Satan most times.
Yeah, they don't like the upper lips being.
Yeah, they
covered.
don't.
They don't
Yeah.
like. They always.
They like the Abraham Lincoln, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, they like that
no
Dagestani
mustache,
wrestler
just full
beard.
I rocked the Abraham Lincoln for a little while.
I noticed.
Yeah, you did.
I did, but that was all because I went to a black barber, and no offense to black barbers, they do a great job, but he lined my mustache up. I walked out of that shit looking like a villain.
Yeah, a little pencil line.
Yeah. I had the Lamar Devon mustache going on, and I just couldn't take it. I was like, no, I'm shaving this shit right off. So
I'm gonna miss having facial hair.
Dude, when I went to rehab, I shaved my entire beard off.
Yeah.
There
you go.
I immediately started growing that back.
Fresh start.
It was a fresh start. I regretted it sorely. For one, like, it takes forever to shave a beard with a single blade razor. I mean, it takes a long fucking time.
Especially with like that long of hair.
Yeah. I was like, oh, man, if this goes well, I might shave my balls. And then first stroke, I was like, no, I'm not doing that.
Don't need the. You used the razor that you just used on your beard, so it was all like scratchy and clippy.
Oh, that would suck, dude.
Fuck.
It would have taken me so long.
Hey, at least you did the beard first.
Yeah. Well, I didn't do the balls at all. So,
I like you're old enough to have used a razor on your balls. Because by the time I was 13 and like trying to shave my balls, they had the Manscaped Lawnmower 1.0 out. And I immediately just
lawnmower. That sounds scary as fuck.
That's his go-to. That's like the Tesla.
It's immediately what I told my mom I wanted for
still
Christmas.
use a razor. I would use.
I'm not putting my dick near anything that's called lawnmower.
No, not me either.
Well, that's the thing.
Me
It was
either.
no clip, and that's so I had tried with other sets of clippers, and they'll nick you if you're not very, very careful. But the first Manscaped, that was their big thing. No nick. It doesn't cut you. And the first one did not.
No nick on your dick.
Every single one of them since then will cut your dick in half if you are not careful.
Cut your dick right in half. Hell yeah.
Lengthwise.
Yeah.
It's
Depending on how
banana
far you let it
split.
go.
It's fucking like, oh no.
Yeah, you save on that transition surgery.
Yeah.
That's how they do it, right down the middle.
I'll tell you how I'm gonna save on transition surgery is I'm not gonna have it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
it's a good
save
plan.
every penny of that money. Yeah, because I mean, is that even?
And he's gonna use that money to get big.
But wait a
bolted-on
minute, that's
tits.
covered under insurance now. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, maybe I'll consider it.
depends
There's
on
a
your
big
insurance.
thing coming out of Peru, actually. So they're allowing insurance to cover gender reassignment surgery, but you have to qualify with having a mental disorder of gender dysphoria.
Okay.
So you have to have the gender dysphoria mental illness to qualify for this free gender assignment, which means you have to tell someone who wants to transition into a man from a woman or woman to a man that they're mentally ill
Yeah.
for thinking that way, but we will do that
okay.
to satisfy your...
That's fun. It's like you can do it, but first you got to look me in the eye and tell me you're a fucked up little freak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like-
well,
You
homosexuality
can
used to
do
be
it.
in the...
Like,
what's
we'll
it
give
called?
you
The
the surgery.
DSM?
DSM-5.
The DSM-5, yeah.
Yeah, the big
as
five.
a mental illness.
Yes, definitely.
I think that's what this is, because a lot of the articles made it seem like they were like making it impossible to be trans or something.
Not even quite that. It's like
Ego dystonic.
ego dystonic, yeah. So it means that they're confused with, I guess, their own self.
I don't
You
know.
have to say, I guess it's not.
I don't know what that is. It's a mental health condition. It's not really it doesn't say disease.
But condition, though, if you're saying mental health condition, you're insinuating.
In our religion textbooks, and I went to a Catholic high school. They were pretty old books, and they called homosexuality a mental condition.
That's like probably about the same way that they're thinking of it.
Yeah. And they can go to heaven as long as they avoid such acts.
It's okay,
That's what-
Ryan.
that's
We
what I
know you're
learned in
not
school.
crazy.
No, you're not crazy.
Let's see. We've got a third clip I think we can pull up.
Because, yeah, we're at an hour too.
Oh,
yeah.
perfect.
So let's see if you go... Should be down.
What time do you need to leave by?
Oh man, I'm staying here.
Oh shit! Fuck yeah!
Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, you can crouch. You can crash.
Nah. I mean, as long as I'm home by like fucking. I mean, they consider this work, so I can like push my curfew. I feel weird being 47 years old and having a curfew, but
That's got to.
you know, there's nothing good in the streets after midnight anyway.
Yeah, nothing out there for you. What are you gonna do? Go to Bourbon Street and just have a bad time?
Yeah, if I go to Bourbon
Yeah.
Street, guaranteed that's what's happening.
Yeah.
I'm already having a bad day if you fucking catch me on Bourbon Street. Like, that is the end of my bad day. It's like, well, it can't get any worse than this.
Might as well go get robbed by a kid with a bucket.
Yeah. Dang.
Real talk.
This person, I love their enthusiasm.
I like their vibe. Is that a lip piercing?
Yes.
Come on.
Is this a deaf kid that is hearing again, or?
This is the last day of school.
It's the
Oh.
last day of school.
Okay.
Was just really making a big deal out of the final bell, and even thought to post it a year later and say it's been a year since I heard that bell. I just like the promptness to have your phone out for the final bell, and then to show such enthusiasm over the final bell,
And then wait a year to post it?
You just
and
know.
then repost it a year later. That means that this meant a lot to this person.
You just know in that moment he felt like the main character of whatever
Right. Well,
of his life.
there's no way in hell this guy was like happy to be at school most days anyways.
I'm sure people were talking about.
School days were tough for this guy.
Yeah.
For sure.
He got a lot of "What's up, neckbeard?"
Yeah.
Hey, wait a minute. Wait.
No, you got it cleaned up. You got it cleaned up.
I do have it cleaned up. Like,
You're right, Madeline.
my
That
neck beard is...
This is Amish.
big doinks and Amish.
Yeah.
Yeah, and look, he has no mustache, but is he old enough to grow one? I guess, I don't know.
Yeah, that shit's not connecting. It's just chin and below for this guy.
But that's, in all fairness, that's me too. Like, if I could grow cheek hair, I probably would. But I don't do. I've got the
I
Joe
don't do good.
dirtiest fucking beard ever.
Right here, I don't do too well.
Yeah.
So I just kind of keep the goatee's the best look for me.
I would love to have some big old mutton chops. Just some big fucking.
Dude, when I was in jail in 99, I'd quit shaving, right? And all I could grow was sideburns and then this, which is still the same today. But, yeah, I couldn't even grow a mustache back then. So I had chops. They came all the way down to my chin line. And then I had one razor strip separating the two.
Fuck
And
yeah.
I just let them grow, bro, and I would twist them. And oddly enough, people in jail were asking me if I was Amish. I was like, no, not at all.
That's a great way to get people to not fuck with you.
Yeah.
Because you know Amish people be like jacked as fuck from building barns and shit.
There is nothing that you can do in jail as a white boy to keep people from fucking with you. let me tell you that. It was like, you know, back then it was like Eminem was huge, so everybody called me Slim Shady, or White Boy, which is not the coolest thing ever, because you can't
Yeah.
be like, yo, what's up, black boy?
Yeah, I was about
Like,
to say
even if they
those
are.
nicknames are all like super racist.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you walked up to a random black guy in jail, it was like, "Yo, what's up, Jay-Z?"
Yeah.
Like, first off, if you tell a black guy that they look like any other black guy, they do get a little pissed.
What do we all look alike?
Well, not even just like one time I told my friend in high school, I was like, bro, you kind of look like, because he had long dreads, I was like, you kind of look like Lil Wayne. And he did have like a bunch of tattoos, and he probably was the most thugged out dude I knew.
Yeah.
But he looked at me and said, don't say that shit again, dog. That's
Yeah.
exactly what he said. And I was
Even
like,
though, like, I
he
can't
doesn't
tell
like
you,
to
you
play.
look like the most famous black person on the face of the planet. Yeah.
Yeah, they just they weren't for those games. They weren't. I get maybe he thought I was trying to roast him, but I would have went with something better than that.
Yeah.
Cool guy though. Shout out Chris Kane.
Shout out.
What a cool hang.
Shout out Chris Kane. That's a cool name.
Who
Chris
was
Kane.
the coolest black guy you met in jail?
I don't even remember anybody's name in jail. Like, it's been so long since I was in jail. There was one dude. So this was crazy. I was in jail in Mobile, Alabama for a while, and there was a dude. I can't remember his name, but this dude was the healthiest crackhead I've ever met in my life. Like, and straight up, he was just like, man, I can't wait to get back out there and smoke some crack. He had no teeth. Bro, and this dude did like 1,000 pull-ups every day. He would take, so there was a stairwell in the wedge. They have wedges there, and they were upstairs, downstairs, but the stairs, I mean, everything's metal in there. So what he would do was grab the back of the stairs, which had this metal lip on them that would just fucking fuck your fingers up if you tried to do it without any kind of cushion. So he would take the roll from inside the roll of toilet paper and fucking cup them over that, and he would do, I mean, this guy was so fucking physically fit. I just remember looking at him and being like, God damn it, everything about you but your physique screams crackhead. How in the fuck are you so goddamn ripped up, man? And he was just like, everything he did, if he was playing cards, he was betting for push-ups. If he was playing dominoes, he was betting for push-ups. Like, he was just, every time you saw him, he was either doing pull-ups or fucking push-ups or fucking slamming dominoes on a table.
That's all you do when you're feeling that
he
crack
was the
withdrawal.
best at it, though. He was the best at it. Now, I can only imagine if he smoked crack with that much vigor, that he was one hell of a crackhead on the streets. Like, this dude was fucking...
The best one you can find.
Dude, like, I mean, his teeth said it all, bro. Like, I mean, this guy had so few teeth that he had trouble eating most of the shit that came through.
Yeah, that really makes you wonder how he's getting all that protein.
Yeah, it's like, dude, I mean, he had not been in jail that long, but he shook back real nice. I was like, God damn, dude.
Yeah, there probably wasn't a house within 100 miles of his with any copper left in it, it sounds like.
No, dude. What are you going to do? He's bulletproof,
He
clearly.
sounds like a grinder, for sure.
Yeah, he looked like he was getting ready to just go bully crack dealers out of crack when he got out. Like,
Yeah.
it was like, here, you can just have this crack, buddy. Fucking Jesus.
God
yeah,
damn.
he was shredded, dude.
No,
Yeah.
I'll suck your dick for it if you don't beat me up.
And then there was this one crazy. I was in jail for a while, and I don't know, this sounds bad. I was in jail for a while up in Rapides Parish, which was right outside of Alexandria, and there was this big, huge motherfucker. This dude was gigantic, bro. His name was Sugar Bear, and he was the only guy in the whole place who had a knife.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like, right, and this dude was so big and so aggressive that, like, it was okay to rap. People was like going, "No, Sugar Bear got a knife." Fucking, so they'd come in there and shake the cell down, and they'd take his knife. Fucking, sure enough, a couple days later, here's some big motherfucker to have another one. It's like, where are you even getting the supplies to make these knives?
I'm making them at night.
He'd just be over there. Yeah, but yeah, people be going to snitch on him. Like, you're not supposed to rat in jail, but boy, they were on him.
Dude, they were scared of him.
Hell yeah, bro, because that's the last thing you want. He's the biggest dude in here, and he's armed. Oh, fuck.
But
Yeah,
we
yeah.
can't win.
Yeah.
He would ruin an entire season of 60 Days In.
Yeah.
Like within the first 30
Quick,
minutes.
I'm stabbing everybody up. Yeah. Yeah.
Where are your stars now?
Yeah. This is my fucking block. Yeah. Yeah, but that's another good thing about changing lifestyles. I don't have to worry about going to jail anymore.
Yeah, you're never going to see that
Yeah.
crackhead again.
I was so fucking paranoid all the time. I mean, I didn't have a job for 14 years, so you can only imagine that I was like, prostituting myself. No, I wasn't doing that. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I didn't.
I believed it.
Yeah, it was real convincing, wasn't it? But I made money. The way that people without jobs make money. I did some illicit things, and I stayed paranoid, constantly fucking paranoid. Like right before I went to rehab, the last time that I did comedy in New Orleans was at the Howlin' Wolf for Comedy Gumbo. Shouts out Red Bean, fucking Carrie B, Nature Boy. And I felt like somebody had followed me from my apartment to the Howlin' Wolf and then was like running my plates at the Howlin' Wolf. I thought there were people in the audience that were surveilling me. I thought Red Bean was in on it. I thought, dude, I could have sworn that Red Bean was in on it. I was sitting in the fucking couch. I was sitting on the couch backstage, and I was like reading subcontext into fucking conversations that he was having and shit. And I was like, yeah, fucking Red Bean's in on this shit. And I'm like, how in the fuck can he know that this is happening to me? I thought they were going to raid me while I was on stage and shit. I was like, how can Red Bean know this and not be telling me? and then I'm sitting there just patiently waiting, bro. Like, patiently waiting to go on. I still wanted to go up. I still wanted to go up.
Even when you think
I fucking went up, bro, and I killed, bro. I fucking murdered, bro. And I was like, I can remember thinking to myself on stage, like, because I knew that there were a couple of people like situated in the audience, and I thought that was those people, and I was like, well, at least they're laughing. Like, thank God at least now I know I can perform under pressure. But man, I came down and I was out. I didn't say bye to nobody. I was just out, and then I just disappeared for a while, for like a couple of months. I just disappeared. It was like that was the last time I did comedy. For like, and then the next time that I was on stage, I was reading How It Works out of the AA book at a rehab center. But I wanted to be on that fucking stage, man.
Dude,
I just wanted to be on stage.
I like how you didn't even care that you thought the CIA had a fucking sniper aimed at your chest, dude. You're getting like, on that
I'm
stage.
doing this set. It might be the last set I ever do.
I was about to say,
baller,
with the
dude.
thought in the back of your mind that you were maybe going to jail again, did you munch down on some extra chicken wings and fried rice in the back of Howlin' Wolf?
No, I didn't eat shit that night. And normally I'm like picking the candy, even though I'm like pre-diabetic or whatever. I was like, I didn't even fuck with the candy. I just sat there, bro. I was so fucking uncomfortable backstage. I swear to God, I was so fucking uncomfortable.
Also, bold of you to assume that like whoever was following you or anyone would come to a show.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it was a free show. You know what I'm saying? This gumbo's free. At least I think. I think it's free. I've never paid to get in there. But yeah, I totally did, man. I thought that they were fucking. I thought that they were following me, and you couldn't have told me otherwise, bro. But like, you know, relief. Yeah, look at sitting on the couch with the kids in the corner, man.
Yeah,
Fucking
not dead. We love that.
No worries, not dead. Not scared.
This isn't going to make a lot of sense to the audience, but I do have to ask, since you've turned this new leaf in life, are you still willing to lose at least a foot over cookies?
Well, it was just a toe. I was just willing to lose a toe.
Okay.
I was just willing to lose a toe. Well, okay, so here's the upside to that. Is with this new leaf, I've started eating right. You know, I was eating takeout pretty much every day when I was living here. But now I get my morning routine. I get up every morning. I have a smoothie date, a 7:30 smoothie date with my boy Corey. Shout out Corey Spear. We get together. We make a fresh smoothie. You know, with mixed fruits and vegetables.
Fuck yeah.
Of all kinds. That's how I start my day. Every day I get with him. We do that. I call my mom, and then, dude, like outside of well, today I ate a redfish, a red snapper po' boy. That it wasn't on a wheat bun, so I feel like I cheated. Other than that, really, all I've had is like grilled chicken breasts. Sometimes I eat a sandwich, but it'd be on a wheat bun, and then salmon and tuna with like fucking, you know, pan-seared asparagus, or, you know, on a salad.
Hell yeah, you're
dude,
done.
I've lost like 12 pounds in the past month.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Started working out and shit.
Yeah,
Not
you're
very
dropping
hard.
you're
Not
dropping
very
the
hard.
pre-diabetic, and you're switching it from mercury poisoning.
I'm trying to make it to where if I want a cookie, I can have one with no danger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Well, I will say I think it showed in your the little bit of time I got to see you do stand-up tonight, the 5 minutes I got to see you, I will say it was sharper, more lively than towards the end before you went off. And then also right now, Bruffett, you've got fantastic color, brother.
Dude, thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, bro. Thank you.
You really do.
Thank
You're
you.
glowing. You're glowing.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate. I'm pregnant. So yeah.
So
Thank
he's-
you.
You're eating
you know?
that snapper for two.
Yeah.
They ain't
yeah.
quitting everything in rehab.
Yeah. No, man. Yeah, dude. Look, I can't tell you the difference that it made. Just in being able to be around people.
That's huge.
I'd forgotten how to communicate with people. Honestly, I would be out in comedy situations and find myself standing alone. And I understand why. I get it. I didn't have anything good to say to anybody. But look, we've been sitting here talking for an hour and nobody's crying.
Exactly.
Not even me.
Yeah, I think Madeline cried for a little bit when you were talking about your story. But
Did you cry a little bit?
Just a little bit, but
Oh, but that was sweet crying.
It was
you
good.
know?
Yeah,
Overall
it was a happy
shit.
cry.
we love
Yeah.
a good sweet cry.
Yeah, I do too.
yeah.
So
Sweet Cries available at Walmart's near you.
sweet cries coming to you soon.
Right next to the cotton candy grapes.
Yeah.
Well, shit, this has been a fucking awesome episode.
This has been
Yes, it
great.
has.
Thanks for having me. I'm glad to finally have come on here. I was starting to feel like y'all were age discriminating. But yeah, I'm glad y'all had me on, man. It's been a ton of fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Fuck
it has
yeah.
been a ton of fun.
We'll get you back
We
on.
appreciate it. Bruffett was there. The first book show I ever had, Bruffett was featuring on at the Covington Beer Garden in Covington, Louisiana.
Hell yeah.
And we sat outside and we talked for a while. Roast Fantasy had just ended, I think, or maybe it was coming up. No, it had just ended. And Bruffett was talking to me about it. And then the next year, we went into roast battle. He was telling, because you were telling me, what problems you might have had with it then. And I'm ready to make it all good and better this year, dude.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
going to be running that.
Y'all
the
have
roast battle.
fun with it. I'm not putting myself through it again.
Yeah, you don't need to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I had a fucking mental breakdown last year.
Yeah.
We won't talk about that. That's next time.
We'll talk about that next time.
No, we already covered it. Y'all know why. Take a wild fucking guess.
Thank y'all so much for watching. Remember to like, share, comment, subscribe.
Yeah.
We'll catch y'all next week. Thanks for watching.